Hey, yo, Positive Tiger Gamer. Just bear with me for a quick second. Sorry, folks. Yeah, so basically, there's Willie Swiftclaw in the background. Yeah, so yeah, so just bear with me, guys. Hey, yo, yeah, Positive Tiger Gamer. Yeah, that's just Willie. I'm so sorry about the delay and confusion. Had some technical issues, but at least you get to see Willie and that. So pretty much wanted to just kind of go over and just have a chat with you all and that. So so yeah, pretty much like I said, Willie Swiftclaw. He's kind of like a nice little wolf, as you can see. There's his persona head in the background and that. So, yeah. So really, pretty much, kind of just gonna go over about the fact of that. Pretty much like it is three. I have three personas. I have Willie Swiftclaw, which is right there in the prop, as a partial fursuits and that. Um, there's the other one. His name is Red Emergency. And then the third one that I just recently created is Teix Thunder. The first name of Teix Teix came from Rosie. Thank you, Rosie. Yeah, he certainly does look handsome. Um, um, sorry for my phone going off. So I do apologize for the delay. Just a slight technical issues that have been going on. Hopefully, Brent will be back on here again. Um, and that. So, along with Jelly, along with Jelly Bomb. So hopefully, um, sorry, I keep looking down. Pretty much, like I said, Willie Swiftclaw, he's basically a wolf. And that, as you can kind of see, he has his little tongue sticking out. I'm going to bring it a little closer. So, so as you can see, he's a little closer. Oh, he wants to put the camera. Oh, that's Willie. And that, um, so pretty much he's a partial. His head, as you can see, is blue, white, and gray, along with his tail, which is gray and blue, and his hand paws, which there is his there is Willie's tail, and that. Um, and then of course is his hand paw, which is kind of fun. Um, then, sorry, I'm kind of going up. Here is one of Willie's feet paws. They're red because his feet are red on the bottom. So he's pretty much like a partial fursuit. As you can kind of see by what I'm wearing, it's kind of basically a nice gray button-down shirt that would fit for Willie to kind of match his little body thing. I don't really have plans for a full fursuit for Willie, because I'd rather stay with partial. My other persona, Red Emergency, who is red, blue, and yellow, which you probably saw at the thumbnail of this live stream. He is my little online persona, so he's just, I don't have an actual fursuit of him, but he's my little online persona who just kind of runs around online and that. So yeah, I definitely agree. He is so fluffy. And that, so I will take any questions that are out on there, out in the chat. And that, I'm actually still learning how to actually wash them. That, because I just recently got them, so I'm still learning. I'm still learning on that. I'm probably just going to probably use like a brush in that to kind of brush them off. In that. I know I use a brush for Willie's feet paws, as you can kind of tell. Hi, Jelly Bomb. Nice to see you popped in. I'm so sorry for the running around. I had technical problems. I'm so sorry, Jelly Bomb. How you doing this evening, Jelly Bomb? Lizzie, I know you're doing good right now. Hopefully, Kratz is doing good in your thing. So, Jelly Bomb, you have any questions you need? You want me to answer? Oh yeah, you Jelly Bomb. Hopefully you are still listening. Um, yeah. Jelly Bomb, here's some advice for you because I saw down in the comment section. Fact of you told me you really need help with, I guess, talking to people. If I'm reading your comment correctly, please correct me if I am wrong, Jelly Bomb. Fact of really, all you really kind of need is to kind of just start off with a polite conversation and kind of like introduce yourself. Like, for example, for me, just to use an example, I'll just use Willie for an example since he's right there. I just say, oh, you don't have very good internet. Well, if you go in and out, Joey Bomb, it's okay. You can catch the rerun because I'll answer your question for you. Fact of, basically, you would start off with a polite conversation of, hi, I'm Willie Swiftclaw. Nice to meet you, kind of thing. just kind of open up with a polite opener conversation, and then kind of go into what you're talking about. Like for tonight, I'm talking for a little bit on persona. Hi, Keggy, the Kaei does stuff. Hi, hiya, yeah, hi to ya. Um, yeah. So he's okay. Oh, I'm sorry, Kai. So sorry, Kai. Thank you for the pronunciation. Okay, Joey Bomb. Hopefully you're not driving, Joey Bomb. If you are, I would actually recommend you kind of put your phone down. If that, it's okay. I'll probably be on here for a while, anyways. So feel free to catch me back again, Joey Bomb. Going back to what I was saying. Having basically a polite conversation. You want to introduce yourself, and that of like, hi, I'm Willie Swiftclaw. I'm a wolf. Um, nice to meet you. And then you just kind of go into talking about what you want to talk about. In that. So really, that's really for Kai. Yeah, Kai. Thank you, Kai. Um, Kai, I just actually you missed it. You have to probably rerun, but I'll just show it to you again. This is I have three personas. Willie Swiftclaw, which you can see him in the background. Um, this cute little wolf, cute little wolf guy. Um, he is a male wolf. And that my other personas is my other one is a red emergency, which you saw on the thumbnail. He is the red, blue, and yellow. Also a wolf furry, but have a little bit of tiger striping to it, as you could see by the tail. And then my third one, as you guys have seen, that I just recently shared, is Teix, Teeix, which Rosie can probably put that name in the chat because she actually recommended it as the first name. So Ty Thunder is his name. He's a orange and blue kangaroo in that. So Rosie, to answer your question, I am doing actually well this evening. I just, as you can kind of tell, have the it's strikes. Yeah. Well, thank you for the heart. Yeah, Rosie, it's strikes, right? Yeah, I had to refix his name. That all three of them are males. Two wolf personas, and then the kangaroo. Trike and Red will be my two little online characters that you see popping up on thumbnails and that, along with a cartoony little version of Willie Swiftclaw in that. So, just to bring him a little closer so you guys can see. As you can tell, Willie Swiftclaw is a gray, blue, and white wolf. That and that. So, yes, he is very cute. And that. This is his. He is a partial. Just so that you all know, he is a partial. This is his tail. And that. And then one of Willie's feet paws, which are red. So his feet paws are red. And then I got him. Willie is made up of two commissions that I did. The feet paws came from Liquid Sunshine Design, which actually came in first. Willie's head, hand paws, and tail came from one in some costumes. I will put the name in the chat. But just to show you guys, here is one of Willie's hands paws and that. So I kind of wish I was like a lot of fursuit makers who make fursuits, but yeah, I just kind of went with a partial in that. For me, between full fursuit and partial. Partial to me is better recommendation because it's easier for maintenance, and plus it's a lot easier to carry because I currently have him in a tote. I think I'll show you guys it as partial because of it getting colder. Willie has two jackets because I kind of went and modeled like a detective jacket. So this is kind of like his detective jacket, a lighter detective jacket, and just recently for the month of October, a steampunk style jacket, which also would work. So, yeah. As you guys can tell, this is part of part of the fursuit. It's a nice solid gray button-down shirt. Since he is a partial, kind of wanted to go with a gray color to try to match his little head, to match it, and that. Um, Fortunately, to wear Willie, I do, as you guys can clearly see on this live stream, I am wearing actual glasses. I do have glasses. That's what I look like without glasses on. But that so we'll just be talking for a while about furries. If you guys have any questions regarding my personas, feel free to put them in the chat. Or if there's any questions you have, I will try my best to answer them. Going back to what I was talking about for Jelly Bomb. Basically, like I said, you want to start off to talk to people. You kind of want to introduce yourself. Like for Willie, basically, hi, I'm Willie Swiftclaw. Nice to meet you. What's your name? And that, and then just kind of go into a conversation. Oh yeah, I like that. And basically whatever you're going to talk about. That, for characteristics to make up Willie and Red. Willie and Red both have the similar characteristics. Both are caring, supportive, kind, kind of positive wolves who just want to come around, and give lots of hugs, and that, if it's okay by others, and that. So they're both positive, fun. Well, for Willie, he is positive, creative, fun, supportive, caring, and mentor to the young furries, and that. Whereas for Red, he's the same. He is positive. He is a team player, just like Trex, my kangaroo persona character. Just kind of like my own little cartoon little character guy, and that. So pretty much, really, for Willie represents my creative side because for him, like you have seen, I know I've been posting a lot on Positive Tiger Gamers YouTube channel. That's the name of my main channel. Kai does. You have a favorite persona? Actually, I do have a favorite persona, Kai. Kind of really hard. It's a toss up between Red Emergency and Willie Swiftclaw, because of it. Oh boy. Lizzie, I will answer that question later off chat. Yeah, they are both really cool. I will actually, give me 1 second. I know for the feet pause. Lizzie, I will get back to you with that answer in terms of how much Willie was in total. And that. So, yeah. But where was I going? Oh yeah. For Kai, yeah, I do have a favorite persona. It's a toss up between Red Emergency and Willie Swiftclaw because they're both positive characters. For Willie, he is my creative writer's kind of persona. Kind of based some creative characteristics for him because he likes to write and that. Whereas Red is kind of my kind of first responder side of me because I am a actual first responder for my community in that for the local fire service because I'm part of the fire service. So Red Emergency I kind of took the name Red Emergency from basically from the emergency services, and that red kind of came from the red, blue, and yellow, which those three colors represent three branches of the emergency services of fire, which is red, blue is for police, and yellow for dispatch. Here, and that um so there are some good furries out there. I know I have kind of subbed to a lot of them, such as Asher Wolf. Actually, hold on 1 second. Um, yeah, sorry, I had to go get my notebook where I wrote about. Oop, sorry, my light kind of flickered for a minute because it's on the desk. But basically some furry channels I do I do like um basically Fluffy Howl, Fox and Hound, Hun the Hound, um and of course Kai does stuff who's here in the chat. Love I definitely like your channel and that. So you kind of get a nice little shout out. Laser the Shark Fox, Minty Chip Mocha, which is actually the nice person where I got the adoptable base, which created Red Emergency, and Willie Swiftclaw, which thank you to Flint the Possum for the reference sheet for Willie, which you guys will see in that. And then of course Tech, and then of course when the channel I was on previously for a live stream in the chat, Mark Wiener Studios, that's another good one. Then Novi, you are Soren said Quebec. I'm sorry, I butchered that last name. And then, of course, one of the other recently ones was Spooky Syra in that. So Sprint, hello. Hi, Sprint. Hello. Sprint, to answer your question, all you're doing is really just typing. Just type into the chat that you're pretty much all good. I can see I can see your question and that. You're all good, Sprint. Sprint, I am working in the background. I am working to try to maybe get a live thing hooked up to work with you. So I am Sprint. And that some others I want to shout out to since I know Rosie is in the chat. For Rosie, guys, if you can, go support Rosie 4577, which I know she's here in the chat. She's trying to reach 400, which at last check, she just needs actually 2 people. So folks, go help her reach her goal. What Rosie, thank you for looking at the pronunciation on your channel. And also I want to also shout out to Marine Studio for reaching 19,000 subscribers on her channel. So congrats to her for that. So So, really, that's really much it. There was a few other things. Oh, Z, but it's fine. Okay, thank you, Z. I really, yeah, it's really interesting how there's a lot of furry names in that. Um, yeah. Um, Kai, it's okay if you're not chatting at all, chatting all that much. It's perfectly fine. This is just basically like a kind of like a live Q&A where you guys can come in, throw questions in the chat. I'll try my best to answer them relating to my thoughts on furry fandom, video production, creative writing, um, and give any advice you guys want. So it's perfectly okay if you guys are doing other things in the background. It's perfectly fine. It's good. If you guys have any questions, feel free to throw them in the chat. Um, and that. So it's perfectly fine, Kai. Um, so all good, Kai. All good. Um, oh yes. Thank you, Ra, Ra, Razi. Yay, I got it. I'll eventually get it. Um, yeah, folks. Case you, I do apologize again for all the bombardment of community posts. Just when I have thoughts on my mind, I just post them in the chat. In collaborations between myself and Rosie in the chat, we are both collaborating together on a book I am actually writing, which um, which pretty much oh yeah, oh yes. Basically the name of the book is actually I'm gonna type it in chat and pin it up in there. So um I ain't going to butcher this, but basically furry friendship at University of Wildland City is the name of the book I am in collaboration with. Um which I pinned it up in the chat. Basically that is the book's name. Um, Pretty much, I kind of came up with the idea of because I am also like probably many of us who may not, who probably may be in school, whether we're in high school or in college. I am a junior at a local university, so I wanted to base a book on kind of a little bit of real life experiences because as a creative writer, I love to do creative writing and that. So yeah. Speaking of which, I wanted to shout out to those who have submitted um characters. Um, there will be a character list video being dropped on my YouTube on Positive Tiger Gamers channel. Um, to showcase all the characters that will be in the book. Fortunately, I wish Tech would be here in chat, but unfortunately, he couldn't make it. Which hopefully I can catch him on the next stream. But he had a character that we worked out with at Tailstraw XD. Also had a character that was submitted to me. We chatted over that in the background. So there will be a character list video dropping to probably more likely tomorrow evening. Um, so actually, matter of fact, while I have you, so oops, I think so. Really, pretty much is all good in that. Um, so yeah. Also, too, folks, so that way y'all can go check it out. I'm also posting a link in the live chat. The link I just posted, which is on a Google, which will take you to a Google site I have published. That is a site called Willie's Furry Digital Board. Unlike for a lot of people, they like to keep track of all their projects. That is actually a digital board where you can go and check out all the books I have actually done. I have actually published. I publish my books as a creative writer over on Wattpad, a writer's community site. So you guys can go check that out if you guys want after the live stream and that. So, because as a creative writer, I started writing. No, Jelly Bomb. It's okay. I can be. It's perfectly fine. It's not a weird question at all. I get it. Basically, before I joined the furry fandom, which I will be honest, I actually joined the furry fandom as a creative writer back at the beginning of this year, back at the beginning of 2023. Prior to joining the furry fandom, I was actually more of a creative writer back then, which I still am, along with doing a little bit of research because I like many of us, I like anthropomorphic creatures. I have seen the movie Zootopia, a few other movies, anthropomorphic movies, and that. And I kind of basically I researched the fandom a little bit more, and kind of watched a couple of furry conventions. I've watched some furry conventions from like Megaplex down in Florida, First Square out in Wisconsin. That along with seeing some videos from Anthrocon down in Pittsburgh, PA. So really, I kind of researched the furry fandom a bit more and kind of found like, oh, a fandom that I kind of could be able to relate to and connect in that. And really, that's how I kind of became part of the furry fandom. Was basically after doing a little bit of research, I kind of wanted to dive in a little bit more, and that's when I started playing along with it. And I would I pretty much for about pretty much I would say about 11 months. I know I'm one of the newer furries, but I kind of had a sense of that I was a furry, but I wanted to do a little bit of research in that. I wanted to do about basically for me before spreading opinions and that. I try my best if I can do research on the topic. I'd rather do some research instead of being one of those negative people who kind of say, hey, this is what my thoughts are on this. Which to me, I'm like, okay, yeah, you can go say whatever you want. But in my opinion, do your research before you go criticize people. There's a lot of us members in the furry fandom that have actually turned around and have said that. Not along those lines. Fact of checking before saying stuff. So I would say 11 months, Kai. Going on about almost a year now. And matter of fact, I'm going to also share. I also got some big fun news. Yeah. Oh, how'd you like going to Megaplex, Kai? That's actually nice to know. Which also too, for a lot of you guys that are in this chat, like Kai, Wozy, Sprint, you guys got some pretty good channels. Like you guys are pretty good. I have seen some fun things. Kai, I will be honest with you. Your book that you have been writing and collaborating with, very good, folks. If you want to read book read another good book by another good furry person, go check Kai out. They definitely got a good book. Yeah, you're welcome, Kai. I figured this is just basically a positive kind of furry conversation of just kind of popping in here, kind of chatting with some of you guys, and kind of answering questions and that. So, so pretty much, yeah. Oh, that's good. Yeah, going with friends are pretty good, and I know a lot of us have agreed, can agree on it, and that to the fact of to go to furry conventions like it is. You don't really, it's as long as you kind of share an interest, it's fine by me. What you guys are like it doesn't matter to me because to me, I'm going to be honest as a furry. I rather look at people as one who are open. Well, okay, yeah. Thank you for clarifying, Kai. Yeah, yeah. It isn't really that. It's not exactly furry, but it's a Trekkie fan fiction, which is good. You're welcome for the shout out. Figure why not? You're also another good writer out there, which nah. So looking forward to your continuation of Star Trek Fangs and Diamonds, and that. Um. So yeah, pretty much. I'm gonna be honest. I started doing creative writing while we're actually on the subject, since going off of what I was saying about that, going off about going to creative writing, going back to what I was saying about the book, my new book, Furry Friendship at University of Wyoming City. That kind of is a kind of almost like a furry um trail that I kind of like wanted to do based on because as a college student like Soren, that big orange Alaskan furry furry furry, which I would highly recommend you guys go check that channel out if you guys want to check out some of that. Feel free to go check out my subscription, the subscription tab on my channel. You guys can go check out all my channels that I am subscribed to. That like Tech, Ashley Wolf, Novely, Kai does stuff, Laser Shark Fox, Minty Chip, Mocha, Marlener's series. Which, by the way, I want to point out, um, Marlener Studios may be doing another live stream tomorrow, so possibly just keep an eye out on that. But going back to my creative writing for a second, some of the books I have done actually started around first one I did because I'm a creative writer in terms of mystery, and now I just kind of slowly just kind of transitioned away from kind of the furry, not from mystery to more focusing on furry stuff. Like my first book that I published on Wattpad was Agents on the Case, Book One, codenamed Phoenix. That was a nice little mystery detective book that I kind of portrayed off myself and some of my friends. And then, of course, I did a second book as a sequel to that. And then what really kind of started relating more towards anthropomorphic animal kind of related creative writing pieces that I've done. It kind of started with Detectives Ace Agency Beginning, and that, which is kind of like a little bit of a prequel to Hanging Out with Anthropomorphic Tiger, Wolf, and Cougar, which to understand the background on the Detective Ace Agency, I would suggest you go check out Hanging Out with Anthropomorphic Tiger, Wolf, and Cougar, which that kind of is like, oh, I can do a little bit more on this. And then, of course, similar to my latest one, Furry Friendship at Wyoming City, was just a story of our friendship, which between myself and a furry character that I kind of played out. And then just this past Halloween, if you guys haven't, you can go look on Wattpad. I will probably put a link. Actually, if you go check out the link, I put it up there. Which is going to be pinned up there. The link that I pinned up in the chat will take you to Willie's Furries digital board, which you can check out, where you can see all the furry digital board stuff. Some of the artwork that I have received, which everybody gets credit for. That is like my little kind of, I would say, digital bulletin board, and that kind of do. I will be making an actual board for those. So, Lizzie, I just figured I'd let you know. Did some good work on yours, along with a few others that I've seen. And that, yeah, like Sarah the First Suitor is another good YouTube channel. Out there, Dogfish Joey 5094 is also another good one. And that, so I kind of also wish Jack Z Studios would also be on here too. They are another good one who also submitted a character, which you guys will be seeing the character list coming out tomorrow. And that, so anybody got any questions? Feel free to throw them in the chat. Yeah. So, yeah, Jelly Bomb. It's not really a weird. It wasn't really a weird question. I see that you can see that it's a weird question, but it's not really a weird question. So, you're good. You're good, Jelly Bomb. And that. So. So, any other questions? Feel free to throw them in the chat. But yeah, really just a kind of creative piece. So yeah, yeah, little Willie just kind of sitting there having a nice little fun, and just chilling, just sitting back there, just chilling. Kai, I have been doing very good this week. Had classes at the beginning of the week prior to my Thanksgiving break, so I had classes on Monday. And class Tuesday morning, where I had to give a presentation to my first class. My second class on Tuesday got canceled for Thanksgiving travel. Yay! And that. So usually I wouldn't be doing a live stream on a Friday, November 24th on a Friday, but figured I'm on a Thanksgiving break. Yes, Lizzie. Yeah, I have told a few people that I am a furry. Fact of my mother is a big supporter of me. She will support me. When I said that, yeah, I love anthropomorphic. I kind of started out the conversation about I'm liking anthropomorphic creatures and that, and kind of been talking about it and that, and things. And pretty much she was perfectly fine with it. She was perfectly fine with it. Same with my father. I do have a couple of friends. One in my forensic class, which when I talked about it, got good friends who actually pretty much said, "Yay!" Basically, that it was nice that I am and that I have a common interest in that. would you all like to kind of hear a bit of a funny tale? I can give a nice little tale from a Halloween perspective. My town had a downtown trick or treating prior to Halloween this year. Okay. This actually happened. Let's see. Let me find my date. Yeah, basically back on Friday, October 27th, since Halloween was on Tuesday. Um, my town that I live in does a downtown trick or treating like a whole lot of other communities. So I decided, well, I have a furry partial, um, and I decided what perfect way to kind of do his um, little debut appearance than dressing up in as Willie Swiftclaw. So Willie Swiftclaw made his debut on Friday, October 27th. Hi, Tech. Welcome back. So sorry about the technical difficulties and that. I'm so sorry, Tech. Um, yeah. But going back to what I was saying about my tail, Tech, I will start actually over for you since you just came in. Talking about Friday, October 27th, my town did a downtown trick or treating event. Since I have Willie Swiftclaw, who is sitting back here, kind of just chilling in that. Okay, yeah, eating's good. Like it is, folks. Furry fandom, the 6-2-1 rule, which a lovely member called Uncle Kage, which I love him. Does he? I get to see his wine streams that he does. Um, kind of went over the 6-2-1 rule. But anywho, going back to what I was saying. But going back, Friday, October 27th, my town was doing a downtown trick or treating. Figured I had Willie Swiftclaw, so I figured why not make his debut on a Friday before Halloween? Figuring, give it a shot, see what happens. Maybe get a maybe. I was looking at about like three to maybe three photos. Maybe a couple high fives, or in Willie's case, a couple high fours. Boy, was I wrong, because during the event, during the downtown trick or treating, I had over, and according to Willie, for what Willie told me, um, he had over. It was over 30 high fours in terms of high fives, but in high fours in his eyes, and was in 9 photos. There were a few young furries who young furries who came by and said hi. Loved Willie, which luckily um, for Willie, it was actually a nice kind of cool day out, so he did not have to wear his jacket, which is right here. If you want to see some photos, over on my furry YouTube channel, at Red Emergency, which I'm going to put that in the channel, in the live chat. So bear with me. You can find some more videos in that about Red. You can see Red's backstory. Willie's backstory is in the process of being made. I just also up there is Willie and Red's characteristics in that. So, but anywho, fun tale from that was after the downtown trick or treating was over, I took my partial fursuit off in that, waiting for my ride in that evening. Then looked over and saw a car parked in a parking lot across the street, and then looked over, saw a little girl who I recognized from that, and I walked over, said hi before spooking her, and I said I liked your Halloween costume. I liked your costume that and we were talking about furries and that, and I said, how would you like How would you like, if it's okay by your father, of maybe posing? We'll do one last posing for a photo. And we could do a furry photo. I will put Willie back on and that and and that I made her night so happy. She was so happy. And that, so while she was putting her dino, because she had a dino mask on, a dino mask costume, which we all have seen a lot of on YouTube, with a lot of the fellow furries and that. And made her evening. I put Willie back on and basically posed one last photo with her. Made her night so happy and that. And basically afterwards, we just chatted a bit more about some advice and some conventions and that. Um, I have to actually. We do have one in October, which here in Connecticut, I have to. Um, so, oh yeah, and then we were talking, and since it was October, here in Connecticut, since we're talking about furry conventions, we were talking about for Apocalypse, which is a Halloween theme anthropomorphic convention here in Stamford, Connecticut. So in my state, um, and that. So I made her night so happy in that. So and I will quote what Joey Bomb said in their last message. And I love this fandom. It's so wholesome and cute and creative and artistic and skillful and cool and full of kind and accepting people. It's full of love and kindness, creativity too. Joey Bomb, unfortunately, you may not be here in the chat, but you you are definitely right. Um, the furry fandom is certainly a. Oh, you actually are. Yeah, I forget about people doing things too while they're listening. So yeah, you are definitely you made a good point, Joey Bomb, in your last post about loving the fandom as a creative, artistic, full of kind and accepting people, and that is true, folks. Furry fandom is such a positive fandom that welcomes anybody with open arms and will be equal. And like I have said in a lot of comments that I have posted, and along with some community posts, to the fact of the way I see the furry fandom is a positive, warm, welcoming fandom who shares an interest in anthropomorphic animals and is a nice fandom to get to know other people who share that same interest in that. Um, yeah. And to finish my tale from October 27th, like I said, the little girl made her night so happy that she had a photo. That she had a photo because it was perfect to end the night with having a photo with another furry and that. So like it is. End of the downtown trick or treating event that my town had. I had Willie was in over 9 photos and had 30 high fours and that. Um, which luckily I had also a handler, even though I'm willing enough to be by myself. But as like we all know in the furry fandom, it's best in doubt to have a handler. My handler just so happened to be another member of the fire service, who learned after who I learned afterwards actually was a handler down in Walt Disney World, down in Florida. So yay, gotta love Disney. So um, pretty much the part 2 of that I have to go back to pronunciation. Whoa. Um. Whoa. Lozai. Lozi. Sorry, Lozi. Pronunciation again. Sorry, I needed that. um. About tell me. there is actually a part 2 to my little tale, which took place after my nice little furry photo shoot that I had, which unfortunately a lot of people thought was actually a Halloween. Funniest thing was a lot of people thought that my furry partial was actually a Halloween costume, and thought it was a canine, which sort of is true. Wolves are technically um, part of the canine grouping, but well, Lizzie, going back to what you were asking earlier about channeling anybody about me being a furry, there is a part 2 to the tale, which actually happened after my little furry first shoot with the little young furry, and some chat with her family. Made her evening so happy. She loved it and all. And basically part 2 was the fact of I actually did tell some coworkers. So some coworkers do know I am a furry, which some of them just smiled at me. I had one on there, one on our who's a cashier, who's also a cosplayer for the anime fandom. Does role playing in that for the anime, which I love our partnership with other fandoms and that. So with that, I am going to probably wrap this up. Joey Bond, do you have any other questions that you want me to answer? Um, okay then. Um, thank you. Yeah, it is a very nice story. That yeah. So my family does, and some friends do know that I am a furry, along with a couple coworkers who smile, plus one who actually likes and actually talks to me. Um, I do want to say before I do wrap this all up, I have been mentioning it to a few people, but I am actually in the works um, of going to a furry convention next summer. Um, I am crossing my fingers. I am going to be putting registration work through for Anthrocon down in Pittsburgh, PA, for next summer. Be my first furry convention. So I will be possibly at Anthrocon in the summertime. So yeah. Well, that, well, folks, I am going to wrap this up. If there's no other questions, I will be that. Okay. Um, let's see. Do I have this? Um, I will be posting a. Oh, before I forget, next week, for a lot of you artists, I will be making a post in my community tab along with a nice little video. I will be holding for first ever. I will be doing a holiday art competition, like a lot of them, like Blue Twiggy, Blue Twig, who has one going on. At More Wiener Studios has one that's wrapping up with theirs. So I will be doing an art competition for the holidays. I will be doing a furry themed holiday cards as the competition. More details will be coming out and that. So anybody got anything else they would like to say? to me or anything else, I will actually real quick. Let's see if I can do this real quick. I'm going to bring Willie Swiftclaw a little bit forward. So just to see, he is a nice little wolf. Like I said, Willie Swiftclaw is a partial fursuit. Um, that he is my actual persona character, which be making the actual physical appearances. Red Emergency is Willie's friend, who you'll be seeing in upcoming videos. And that, along with Trex, and that. So, folks, I'm going to wrap this up because I am actually amazed that I'm actually over an hour, which is surprising. I kind of just I'm actually in the process of getting a brush, Lizzie. In terms of that, I just kind of use a comb to kind of like comb them out. I know for Willie's feet paws, I do kind of use a comb to kind of comb out the feet paws and that. So, um, yeah. Um, Thank you guys for coming on by. Thank you again to Jelly Bomb. Thank you again to Jelly Bomb, Will Z, Tech, Kai Does Stuff, for coming out. Sprint, Nexus, is up. Thank you for coming out. Sprint, I know you are. I don't know if you're still here or you had to hop off. I will be I will be posting a tag with you guys. Maybe not with Rosie, because I already got what I'm going to probably ask. But if you guys want, I will make a community post with my Discord handle, because I am on Discord and that. Other thing, before I forget, um I just posted. I know technically a lot of people don't want to post emails and stuff, but I just posted an email address in the chat. Um, that is Willie's furry email. Actually, matter of fact, I am going to actually delete that. So before I end the stream, if you guys want, you can kind of write that down before I remove that, or actually, matter of fact, I'm just going to actually remove it. If you guys want, I will put a community tab up listing my Discord. If you guys want to chat with me on Discord, I know I already have a couple on Discord, like Glozy and that, but Jelly Bomb, if you have Discord, I will be tagging you probably in a community post. If you have Discord and you can kind of post your Discord, I will do that in the community tab. So along with Sprint, if you're still here, if you have Discord, I will tag you also in there for that. So you guys can shoot me questions and that. So, anywho, if there's no other is there any more questions? I could bring Willie Swiftclaw forward and give you a snoop. I'll try. So. Is he extra floofy? I kind of would say he probably would be extra floofy. He's kind of, yes. I do also like, the other thing I will say is, I like the little blue mohawk kind of thing that's on the top of his head. Like it is. Blue is my favorite color, followed by red. And that. So that like it is, as you can kind of see. Kind of his tails are a little bit fluffy, extra fluffy. And that. So Losey, yes, he is extra fluffy. And that. And with that, folks, I'm going to wrap this. I'm going to wrap this up. Like I said, Jelly Bomb, I will be tagging you in a community post. Sprint Nixes, I will be also tagging you in the chat. Tagging you in the community post. So, folks, if you're here in the United States, between Central and Eastern time, last thing, actually, before I say that, last thing, in terms of the art competition, I will be posting a community post going up next week on November 30th. In terms for a link to a page that is going to be on there on on Willie's Furry digital boards, which link is at the top of the page, which that will be also attached to it. And there. One last thing. For the month of December, I will be having my little profile picture, which you see that says Positive Tiger Gamer, with my little cartoony version of Willie Swiftclaw. I will be having a temporary profile picture for the month of December here on my main channel at Positive Tiger Gamer. Because of where I live in the United States. I had a bit of a honoring thing that I'm attending to show my respect to a community who lost very young lives in that. So I will be having a little bit of a honoring profile pic. Still having the same profile pic, just with a green border to show some in honor of some fallen community members here in my home state. And with that, pretty much, you all have a good one. And pretty much, I will be saying the fact that I will be having probably, depending on how my month of December goes, I might be doing another furry live stream. And maybe Willie will make another appearance. And before I wrap this all up, Willie, just to show you something. Sorry, folks, give me a second. Pretty much, as you can probably can't hear me, this is what he looks like when he's on. So, with that, figured Willie needed to make another closer. So, yep. So, yeah. He is a bit of the inside is kind of a bit foamy, but still got some room. Fortunately, like it is. Like I said, I do have glasses, but unfortunately, because of the way the head is, I cannot wear my glasses. So it's good to have a handler when you need it. However, it does get a little bit warmy than that. So just for Wozy, I just figured I'd put that on just to show. And that. So, folks, that will be it. All those who I just mentioned, like Jelly Bomb and Wozy, I will be actually Joey Bomb and Sprint. I'll be mentioning you all in a community post. Folks, stick around for tomorrow, November 25th, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central Time. Actually, I take that back. 6 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Central Time. My character list video for my book, Furry Friendship at the University of Wildwood City, will be dropping here on my main website, on my main website, on my main YouTube channel. Folks, if you're still sticking around, go check out my furry YouTube channel at Red Emergency. And there. If there's anything else, feel free to let me know in the comments below. I'll be happy to reply to any comments. And that. I will also be making a list of channels in a community post, probably for end of year acknowledgement and that. So folks, happy Fursuit Friday. If you guys want, if you have a fursuit or you like to do drawings of it, you're more than welcome to. I will be making a post with probably reference sheets, with my reference sheets. So if you guys want to do some artwork, go right ahead. And with that, I'm going to sign off. On behalf of Willie Swiftclaw, Red Emergency, and Trex the Thunder, the Kangaroo, and wishing you all good night. And we will see you all on a live stream, on the next live stream. Possibly, don't quote me on this, if all can go well, my next possible live stream I may do maybe probably December 22nd or December 29th, maybe. I don't know. I have to check to see what I'm doing. So, folks, I'll let you know when the next furry live stream will be going live. And we will see you all on the next furry live stream. Y'all have a good one, and we will see you all on the next live stream. Unless there's any other questions, I will be ending the live stream. Joey Bomb, are you still here? I'm going to presume Joey Bomb went off to bed because I think it's 1 a.m. I think Joey Bomb told me over where they live. So, folks, if you live in Central Time, good night. If you live here in the Eastern Time, like I do, good night. If you live in, actually, before I finish that, we're going to make it easier. We're just going to go around the world, as I will say. If you live in England, good night / good morning, since it's from an app on my phone, 2:26. So good night or good morning. In Wisconsin, good night. On the live stream, I'm not actually completely signing off for the night. I'm just signing off the live stream. If you're in Finland, good morning. I don't know. So otherwise, we will see you all in the next live stream. Ciao, and good night, folks. So, night all.